we're also learning new information about other victims who were inside the church as those shots rang out.
Lou Raguse spoke with twin siblings today, as well as a dad who helped shield kids inside, and he's here to share their stories. Lou?
Rena and Julie, we caught up with several people today outside Annunciation Church, where these families were seeing each other for the first time since the shooting.
The reunion among families outside Annunciation Catholic Church, much needed, but under circumstances no one wanted.
I can't explain the relief I feel for the kids I see here today and the absolute heartbreak for the families that don't have a kid coming home to them.
Devin O'Brien was inside Wednesday morning mass with his 3 kids. As the first shot was fired, he saw a rifle barrel poke through a narrow, broken stained glass window.
I yelled out, shooter.
What followed was 119 shots fired into the church with the shooter's intention to kill children.
There was a break in the shooting, and I ran from pew to pew and was checking on kids, and I saw their little faces looking up at me, and they were so scared.
Devin says it wasn't just adults helping the kids.
The reason why a lot of the older students were injured, shot, is because they were on the ground protecting their younger buddies. And I saw so many brave kids in that church yesterday, injured kids who were still trying to help. Yeah, they were looking after each other in what is the most terrifying moment one could ever imagine.
During a break in the shooting, evacuation attempts began. This video provided to us was recorded by another dad in the church that day.
We were running down the stairs and some kids were getting pushed down.
Twins Alex and Libby Pesa were there. Libby hid in a preschool room in the basement.
And the teachers started up barricading the doors.
She too helped younger kids feel safe.
A little preschooler came up to me and was like, "Do you know where my mommy is? I don't know what's happening. Can you help me?" So she sat on my lap and I just held her tightly.
Returning to the church and school where it all happened, the hardest thing for many in the community is not being able to go inside.
I love all these kids so much. I just wanted them to be safe and feel safe and to be taken care of.
Now, maybe the hardest question for these families now is where they go from here. Again, not being able to congregate in their own church in a time like this is a dynamic that makes a church shooting different, guys.
Yeah, when they need that community so much. A couple things strike me, Lou. One is that tight-knit community of Annunciation. They're really like a family, even with that whole neighborhood. But also that dad talked about the buddies. If you have kids that have gone to Catholic church, they often pair the kindergartners with the older kids to have a buddy during the Mass. And to think about those buddies saying, "This is my responsibility," it almost takes your breath away.
And that's exactly the context of how a lot of those older kids shielding the younger kids took place. They've gotten to know each other by being assigned buddy, but then they become friends and look out for each other naturally as a result of that, and ended up having to save the younger ones' lives.
Thank you, Lou.
Just incredible.
Yeah.